You can shift the flow of your financial life by starting with something as simple as a spice. It's not about superstition. It's about energy, intention, and the right places. For centuries, kings, merchants, and sages have used an almost invisible ingredient to attract prosperity, not just in ceremonies, but in strategic spots within their homes, places where energy builds up and where wealth decides whether to enter or leave. This spice holds a secret, and you're about to discover the 7 specific places where it needs to be to unlock the flow of abundance. But pay close attention. The last place, the 7th, carries such powerful energy that many Feng Shui masters consider it a direct activation point for prosperity. It's not about simply putting cinnamon in some corner and expecting a miracle. What you'll see in this video is an energy map, a formula used by people who understand how the universe responds to intention, symbolism, and space. You're probably cleaning your house, getting your life in order, doing everything right. But the energy of money is still stuck. Maybe it's because the key isn't in what you do, but where you activate. And yes, just as I promised, the last place I'll show you is the most powerful of all. It's where everything begins and where everything can change. Before I show you the first place where cinnamon should be placed, I want to invite you to do something very simple, yet incredibly powerful. Write this sentence in the comments. La riqueza fluye a mi hogar con facilidad. When you write this, you're not just typing words. You're declaring with intention that you're ready for abundance to come in. This phrase, repeated by thousands of people, creates a collective field of prosperity, and you become part of it the moment you write it. People around the world are rediscovering that the energy of wealth begins with a gesture, with a choice. And many of them, just by stating this intention, began to notice small changes, opportunities, unexpected gifts, financial relief that once seemed impossible. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell, because this kind of knowledge needs to reach the people who need it most. And the more people it reaches, the stronger this collective vibration of prosperity becomes. Have you ever noticed how everything flows better when we share something good? If this video touches you in any way, share it with someone who's in need of a breakthrough. Generosity is also an energetic key. Now, let's understand why cinnamon is so much more than just a spice. Cinnamon is sweet, but its energy is intense. It's not just used to scent a space or add flavor to food. It has been used for thousands of years by spiritual traditions that understand a deep truth. Everything is vibration. In Feng Shui, cinnamon is seen as a prosperity activator, a warm yang element that moves qi, the vital energy. It opens paths, dissolves blockages, and invites money to flow in with ease. And in Buddhism, it's common to see its smoke used in rituals of purification and expanded awareness. Have you noticed how cinnamon's scent is unlike any other? It warms, it welcomes. It's as if it says, "You're safe, you can receive." Cinnamon doesn't just cleanse the energy of a space, it attracts what's ready to arrive. And this isn't just symbolic. Today, even in aromatherapy and integrative psychology, the scent of cinnamon is associated with feelings of comfort, belonging, and emotional well-being. In other words, it doesn't just shift the space around you, it changes how you feel about money. When the body feels safe, it sends signals to the brain that it's okay to receive. When the mind believes, the energetic field opens. But that's not all. Later in this video, you'll hear the story of Nyala, a woman drowning in debt, unemployed, and emotionally drained, until she crossed paths with a monk who changed her life with a single question. Nyala wasn't lazy. She got up early, sent out resumes, went to interviews, but the response was always the same. "We'll call you." And the phone never rang. Her debts grew like weeds in an abandoned lot. She started skipping breakfast, then dinner. Finally, hope. It wasn't just about money, it was about looking in the mirror and feeling like something was wrong with her. Like the universe had forgotten she existed. But everything began to change on a cloudy Wednesday when she stepped into a small Buddhist temple just to escape the rain. Inside, the scent of incense, silence, and welcoming eyes. A monk approached her without saying a word, just sat beside her. After a few quiet minutes, the monk asked, "Do you know where your energy is?" Nyala didn't understand. Then the monk explained in a calm voice, "You have intention, you have need, but you're activating the wrong place." She handed Nyala a handful of cinnamon and said, "Place it in the 7 spots in your home where energy enters and where it escapes. Cinnamon doesn't attract money. It opens the door for it to arrive." The following week, Nyala got a phone call she had stopped expecting. A temp job, then a permanent one. She didn't become rich, but she stopped sinking. What changed? She did. Her energy, her home, her intention. Nyala's story isn't about miracles. It's about reconnecting with the flow and understanding that sometimes change begins with a handful of cinnamon and the right place. If the energy of money were an important guest, where would it enter your life? The first strategic spot is exactly at the entry point of your home, the main door. 1. Main entrance, the gateway of prosperity. In Feng Shui wisdom, the front door is known as the mouth of Qi. It's where vital energy enters. If this space is blocked, dirty, or disorganized, the energy of abundance simply can't get through. Apply cinnamon by gently blowing it over the doorframe, always from the outside in. As you do this, silently repeat, "I allow wealth to enter with ease and stay." The symbolism here is powerful. You're given energetic permission for prosperity to cross the boundary between the outer world and your sacred space. And here's a detail few people know. When cinnamon is blown with intention, it carries the vibrational field of your desire along with its scent. Have you ever noticed how some homes feel inviting, even when they're simple? They're usually homes where the entrance is honored as the beginning of everything. 2. Wallet or money spot. The container of abundance. Money needs respect. And the wallet or place where you keep what represents your financial flow is like the altar of your relationship with abundance. If your wallet is torn, dirty, or stuffed with useless papers, what message is it sending to the universe? Place a small piece of cinnamon stick inside your wallet, or in the drawer where you keep your cash, cards, or financial documents. But pay attention. Do this after organizing the space. Order is a form of energetic declaration. I am capable of receiving and managing with awareness. The cinnamon in this space activates the archetype of fertility, not in the biological sense, but in the symbolic sense. Where there is care, there is growth. And here's a powerful psychological trigger. When you start treating money with care, even if it's still a small amount, your mind begins to recognize the value of what you already have. And the universe responds to what you value. 3. Kitchen, the alchemical center of the home. In ancestral wisdom, the kitchen is the heart of the home. It's where the raw is turned into nourishment, the rough into sustenance. Applying cinnamon in this space is like activating the symbol of abundance. Place a small jar with cinnamon sticks on the counter or on top of the fridge. You can also sprinkle a bit of ground cinnamon on a white saucer and leave it discreetly in the cleanest corner of the kitchen. As you do this, think, everything that comes to me is transformed into abundance. The kitchen, more than just a physical space, is a place of daily alchemy. Here, cinnamon reminds the subconscious that you are capable of transforming anything, even limitations, into nourishment, wealth, and continuity. And if your relationship with money feels wounded, this is a powerful place to begin healing it. Because when you activate abundance in the place of preparation, you invite prosperity to the plate, to the table, and into your life. In the next part, we'll reveal 3 more key spots in the house, including one that hardly anyone remembers, but that silently stores stagnant energy. Have you ever noticed how the corners of a home collect what we don't see? Dust, unmoved objects, and stagnant energy too. 4. Corners of the home, the forgotten space where energy stops. In Eastern wisdom, corners are zones where chi slows down. It's as if the energy that enters the home circulates and gets trapped there without movement. That's why the fourth place to activate with cinnamon is the 4 main corners of the home, one in each corner if possible. You can use a small white saucer with ground cinnamon, or even make a spray with cinnamon and warm water and lightly apply it in each corner, always clockwise. As you do this, silently declare, I release the flow. Where there was stagnation, now there is movement and abundance. The home is an inner reflection. When corners are forgotten, parts of our lives also get stuck. Relationships, projects, sources of income. Cleaning the corners is more than just physical, it's symbolic. It's a choice to let energy flow again. 5th bedroom, the space of integration and worthiness. The 5th strategic point is perhaps the most intimate, the bedroom. Here, it's not just about attracting money, but about activating a field that many overlook. Worthiness. During sleep, our unconscious mind is more open. It's in that state where ideas align, fears surface, and deep-rooted beliefs take hold. Placing a small sachet with cinnamon sticks under your pillow or a little jar of cinnamon on your nightstand may seem simple, but it's deeply symbolic. As you do this, repeat, I allow prosperity to reach me even while I rest. I am worthy. In this space, cinnamon works quietly, like a nighttime guardian. And each night, its subtle aroma whispers a new message to your mind, that you have value even without constantly striving. This point is especially important for those who carry the belief that money only comes with hard sacrifice. The bedroom activates the opposite, light, effortless abundance. 6th workspace, the place of manifestation. The 6th place is where you turn ideas into reality. Whether it's a home office, a study desk, or a crafting bench, this is the space of conscious action. Here, cinnamon acts as an energetic and creative stimulant. You can place a small jar with cinnamon sticks on your desk, or even light a cinnamon-scented candle during your work hours. The goal here isn't magic, it's focus. Everything I create multiplies. Everything I touch blooms. The mind responds to environmental cues. When you activate your workspace with an element that symbolizes fire, energy, and wealth, your productivity shifts. Your thoughts align with action and results. This point activates the archetype of the creator, the one who manifests their own reality. And this archetype is essential for anyone wanting to enter a new financial chapter. The next and final space you're about to discover holds a symbolic power most people overlook. But it can change everything. Few people think of it. But the bathroom is the most powerful spot when it comes to financial energy in the home. Sounds contradictory, right? After all, the bathroom is where everything is discarded, where energy flows out. And that's exactly why it needs attention. Why is the bathroom so important? In Feng Shui, it's considered the biggest point of energy drainage in the entire house. It's where not just water escapes, but also opportunities, money, emotional balance. If unbalanced, the bathroom literally drains the chi, the vital flow of prosperity. And here's where cinnamon comes in with its magical and practical role. It acts as an energetic seal. It doesn't block the natural flow, but balances the vibrational field so that the energy entering through the front door isn't lost through this invisible drain. How to apply it? Simple. Place a small jar with cinnamon sticks in a dry corner of the bathroom, near the mirror, beside the toilet, or on a shelf. If you prefer, use a diffuser with cinnamon essence, or a spray made with cinnamon and cloves in warm water, applying it gently after cleaning the space. As you do this, say with intention, "Nothing of value escapes. Everything that's mine remains. Wealth is sustained." That's the key, because there's no use attracting abundance if it slips away where you least expect. Powerful symbolic rituals for the bathroom. Toilet lid always closed symbolizes control over energy loss. Keep the mirror clean. The bathroom mirror reflects your intimate self. A clean mirror is a symbol of inner clarity. Round leaf plants, like pothos or peace lily, help maintain a vibrant, regenerative vibration. In this space, cinnamon acts as a silent reminder that you are no longer wasting energy. You are sustaining what you've attracted, preserving what you've built, keeping prosperity within your field. Now that you know the 7 places, your home is no longer the same. It's activated, alive, ready, and most importantly, aligned with your new frequency. You already know where energy needs to be activated. Now it's time to perform the ritual that connects your home, your intention, and your energy with the flow of abundance. This ritual is simple, but powerful, not because it requires rare ingredients, but because it calls for something rare these days: presence and true intention. Materials needed: 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, 1 handful of cinnamon sticks, 3 bay leaves, 1 candle, preferably white or gold, 1 glass of water, 1 white saucer, paper and pen. Step 1. The altar of intention. Choose a quiet corner of your home. It could be the kitchen table, the living room, or even your bedroom. Set up a small altar with the items. Light the candle with care, taking 3 deep breaths. Write on a piece of paper: "Abundance enters, stays, and multiplies in my life." Place this paper under the saucer with ground cinnamon. This simple gesture already connects your vibrational field to what you desire. You're not just asking, you're declaring. Step 2. The blown cinnamon. Place the spoonful of ground cinnamon in the palm of your hand. Walk to your front door. Close your eyes and say with conviction, as this cinnamon enters, so does the energy of prosperity. Then blow it from the outside in with intention. Feel this moment as a seal of opening. This is your yes to the universe. Step 3. Bay leaf water, the energy cleanse of the space. In a glass of water, place the 3 bay leaves and a piece of cinnamon stick. Let it sit for at least 10 minutes. With this mixture, use a clean cloth to wipe doorknobs, light switches, and small areas in the 7 strategic places you've already learned. As you do this, repeat, I activate abundance. Wherever my hand touches, energy prospers. This is a gesture of empowerment. You are blessing your home with the vibration of conscious action. Step 4. Active visualization, the call of the new cycle. Sit in front of the altar. Look into the flame of the candle. Visualize your home as a living organism, pulsing with golden energy. Imagine yourself opening the door and receiving good news, an unexpected money flow, a client, a new job. See yourself giving thanks. Feel it. The mind doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's deeply experienced. What you truly feel is already being manifested. Step 5. Closure and gratitude. Blow out the candle with a short, grateful breath. Never extinguish it with your fingers. Keep the written paper in a safe place. Pour the bay leaf water into the soil or a pot with a living plant. This ritual can be done once a month, preferably on the first day of the month or during the waxing moon. This isn't a ritual to make money fall from the sky. It's a ritual to align yourself with the frequency of abundance and to bring clarity, focus, worthiness, and steady flow. Magic begins with the gesture. Prosperity begins with you. Now you know the 7 sacred places where cinnamon awakens the energy of prosperity. You've learned the ritual, felt the intention, and maybe realized that the true power was never just in the cinnamon. It was in you. Cinnamon only reveals, but the one who activates is you. If this journey touched you in any way, write in the comments. La canela abre mis caminos hacia la abundancia. When you declare that, you anchor the energy, and you inspire others who may be going through the same phase you've already overcome, or are overcoming now. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone you love. Prosperity is energy, but it's also a gesture, and sharing something good is another way of opening doors for it to return. Abundance is not a destination. It's a state of presence. And you've just stepped into it.